Scorpio, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. So for today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future, and 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck. I'm going to clarify it with the vampire, and then I'm going to draw a vampire oracle. And then I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. So in a few days, I'm going to go back to love readings. After that, so starting, for next week, it's going to be these general readings, and then halfway into next week, or this week, it'll be, love readings and then in general and stuff like that. So let's get started for you. And the general card for today is a Tower reversed. Okay. First row is the past. You start off with the 9 of Swords. In the past, something kind of scared you or made you feel so anxious or something, just to think, I don't know what I was thinking or doing at the time, but it just seemed like whatever the past was, it just made you feel so afraid and scared about something. Because then you get Judgment. And Judgment is considered, like sort of a celebratory card. But then you also, afterwards, you get Knight of Wands reversed, meaning there was slow progress. So, what I see for you in the past, Scorpio, is that, something, obviously made you feel so anxious because, it was meant to be seen as a celebratory occasion, but yet it did not work out well in the past. Hope not. It looks like those moments, where you're actually planning some kind of like maybe family get together and you're thinking, oh gosh, is it all going to work out? And it's supposed to be a celebratory moment, but yet it just, didn't work out so well. Or, any kind of plan, that's just making you feel so anxious and uncertain. It's supposed to be a judgment of saying, okay, we finally get clarity in our lives again. But there's no, it's slow progress for you in the past. Now we get the second row. In the current times, you get the High Priestess. Ooh, this could even be you. You're water. This could be one of your signs. You're the High Priestess. You're a knowledgeable person, whoever you may be, man or woman. But it just seems like that you are quite something. It's like you may have the answers to all or something, That's just what I see here. Is that, this seems like, that you're quite educated. But yet somehow you feel stuck. And yet, you want to walk away from something, but you're not doing it. So what I see here for current times is that you're finally learning, maybe about, your worries or something, maybe about your past worries. And what I just see is that, you're learning from it. But somehow, it's like you're still stuck. Maybe, the past is still with you. I hope not. But it just looks like, that the past is still pretty much is knocking at your door and saying, hey, remember me? Well, it just looks like, that you want to walk away, but somehow you can't. And that's why, we're going to find out what the future holds. And he'll clarify it with the vampire. But it just seems like that. It's like, the term knowledge is pain. Sometimes, when you learn something new, it can make you feel so stuck, but yet somehow you don't want to let go of something. And that's what I see, is you don't want to let go of whatever, the past or current situation is for you, Scorpio. Let's look at the future. You start off with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yikes. Maybe it's best to kind of let go of that, because then you do get the Empress reversed, meaning, you're not getting anything out of it, but somehow you are recovering from something with the 5 of Cups reversed. So, usually, when you're, when you hit, rock bottom of some kind, you will slowly, resurface back to, normalcy again, but it just seems like, if I could give you any kind of suggestion, is to let go and walk away to avoid any kind of problems in the future for you, Scorpio. And that's just what I see, is that it's best just to kind of walk away from it all and just say, okay, it's so you don't have to feel stuck or anything. And that's why we're going to clarify it with the vampire deck. For the Nine of Swords, you get Four of Swords. Exactly. In the past, you were exhausted to the core because of worries. Fears can make one feel extremely exhausted. And that's just kind of what I see here is, you were just trying to rest up, or, something happened, but it made you feel so extremely tired, Scorpio. And that's just what I see here. And just fatigue. And something really, did a number on you. But for Judgment, you get Fortune. So what was all the worries for? Obviously, something really great happened with that Judgment card. Because now in the past you got some kind of beautiful fortune. I wonder if it could have been an inheritance problem or something, but somehow out of this Judgment, clarity, you got fortune. So with the Knight of Wands reversed, you probably felt, oh man, interesting. Yeah, for the Knight of Wands, it's a slow progress, but there's Judgment. Oh, if this is the second Judgment card, and it's something to celebrate for, Scorpio. It's like, sometimes, celebratory and, stability, might not seem, like it's around, but it's there. It's a reason, why you have two Judgments now. You're finally getting some kind of clarity and balance back into your life. Out of, from all those fears and worries and exhaustion, you're finally getting some kind of stability back. For the High Priestess, oof, you do get the Nine of Swords. And this is, my goodness, this is the second Nine of Swords. Yeah, you probably still have some kind of unresolved fears. And I get it. In the past, because, that's why you have the Eight of Swords, after this. And so, maybe from, learning about this, it could still make you feel uncertain and fearful about the future. I hope not. But whatever this is, maybe, you're asking other water signs. Maybe this is your conscience that's saying, oh, come on, Scorpio, we need to kind of get going. And then you think, oh, man, is it really worth it? Remember the past? But no. Sometimes, we'll just have to see what the future holds. Because for the Eight of Swords, you get the Four of Pentacles. And this is, about, the reason why you feel stuck is because you are stuck. With the Four of Pentacles, that's kind of more or less clinging on to something, and you don't want to let go. And that's why, whatever it is, it's stuck. It could be, that, the fears that you have are making you feel stuck. And, because, if you think, oh gosh, of the unknown and fears, it can make you feel so stuck that you just think, I don't want to move anymore. And that's kind of what I see, is that, fears can make one just say, I don't want to do this anymore. But for the Eight of Cups reversed, you get the Queen of Swords, and I get it. The reason why you haven't, moved on, or, yeah, that's what I see, is in current times you're unable to move on, is because you're strategizing and rethinking. And that's what I see. Is you're rebuilding, you're kind of rethinking, and that's why you don't want to let go, because you hope it'll turn out to be better than you had expected. For the Wheel of Fortune reverse, you get the Prince of Knives. You get the Page of Swords. Despite not having fortune in the future, there's still opportunity to create fortune. What I just kind of more or less see here is that whatever fears or problems that you have, Scorpio, you just need to try to, fears will never go away. I'll give you that. You can't say, oh yeah, just get over it, blah, 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 blah. It's so easy. Look at me. I've figured out, haven't I? No. The thing is, but it's best just to kind of overcome those fears and to kind of just say, do I want to be stuck in this Nine of Swords kind of situation? And how am I going to get out of it? And, as much as it's going to take so much time and energy to be able to overcome these fears of the unknown. You know, sometimes just having a bit of spark of hope, or even listening to the high priestess, or, you know, just to say, sometimes you need to learn from the past, you know, even though it may seem scary. You know, fear is inevitable, but if you can overcome your fears, and, you know, that's, you know, the suggestion I would offer to you, because, you know, despite not having any fortune, you still have opportunity, and for the Empress reversed, you get the Tower, and maybe, you know, it's like when you'll see these two together, and the reason why you're not getting anything is because, you know, there is a chaotic moment, you know, that might happen. It's the future. It doesn't mean it's right here. You know, all you have to do is just, you know, if you want to avoid Tower moments, chaotic moments, you try to turn, you know, all your scars into stars. Try to find that bit of hope and inspiration again. Try, you know, if you've overcome any obstacles in your past that you remember that you did amazing on, sometimes use those memories and moments as anchors to say, I can do this. Because for the Five of Cups reverse, you are recovering from something because you've overcome a battle. This is you in the future. You're overcoming your fears, your worries, your obstacles. This is you. You're finally, you know, it's like, in order to avoid chaos, you know, look ahead, strategize, analyze, and then if everything, all systems go, is just execute your plans, and then, you know, defeat those worries, those nightmares. And that's what I see for you, Scorpio, is you just need to overcome some of these barriers, and then, you know, the winning is yours. Wow. That's what you should do. I mean, it took me so long to overcome my fears and worries. So long, because I was just pondering, you know, for all of those years, I was just in my slumber mode, just thinking, man, how will I be ever to, you know, leave this situation? And I did. It took effort and time and so much energy, but I managed. For the Vampire Oracle, oof. Jealousy. Why would you need to be jealous? Envy, punishment, and changing course. I can't show you the full thing, but what this card is more or less talking about is changing your course. And if you feel any kind of jealousy, envy, or punishment in your life, remove it, because, you know, it's important to start changing course. And maybe that's why you feel, you know, worries and stuff like that. Maybe there's jealousy. Maybe there's some kind of inheritance. Maybe there's some kind of, you know, battle, you know, that you will be winning and overcoming. And maybe, you know, you see everybody just prancing around and just enjoying life and stuff like that, saying, oh, look how wonderful I'm living. And then it makes one jealous, of course. But in order, you know, to win and succeed in any life, is to sometimes change course. So that's my suggestion for you, Scorpio. I'm going to finish off this reading with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause the video. Card number 1 answer is a no, because it's Fool reversed. Answer number 2 is a no, because it's 6 of Cups reversed. Interesting. Another Tower card reversed is a yes. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it at this for you. But if you love my channel, please feel free to subscribe and join me on our vampiric journey together, and let me give you more 300 years of advice from a vampire. And but if you love my channel either way, please feel free to join and subscribe if this resonated. I hope it will, because it's time to overcome challenges and be who you are meant to be. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at this. I love you all. Thank you all for supporting me.